Okay. All right, Tony, I'm gonna go back over it one more time what we've done.
Okay.
We're gonna go admin, miscellaneous charges. This is where we set up the different miscellaneous charges that are on this invoice. We added those up. We also added your master Snap-on customer. If you had multiple Snap-on locations, you'd be able to see them right here. These are the Costco's, the Sam's Club, the BJ's, whatever. This would be your list of locations that you service.
Okay.
But I'm going to go in and assume this is a new location. And I'm going to go to work order request, and I'm going to add this new location for SS Tire Service on the fly. I go to advanced search, and I click on my Snap-on. If I click my multiple location and this SS Tire was already here, you would see it in this grid. But I'm going to add this guy now, SS Tire. And I'm going to go to the telephone number. Tell me the telephone number again.
626-486-5003.
And the name or the address is 2716 MERCED Avenue. And the zip code is 91733.
Yes.
So at that point, that's all you need for that location.
Okay.
Now that's what you would have seen had he already been loaded. So I'm going to
Okay.
go ahead and select that guy.
All right.
Okay, now it brought up SS Tire Service.
Okay.
He's an existing customer. We're gonna go and do a Snap-on, and I'll just call it a repair for right now.
Okay.
We got multiple things we can put in there. That's all you need to do to create a work order.
Okay.
Submit schedule. That's ready to get it on the schedule. You could have hit submit request, but I'll keep it simple for you right now. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna schedule that guy for today at 8 o'clock to technician 1. And we need to go in and change your name to your guy that you're working with. It might be you, it might be your guy in the field.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit the home key and come back out of that. We're done. We just created a work order for
Okay.
SS Tire under the umbrella of Snap-on equipment. If I look
Okay.
at Snap-on equipment now in your customer care and you hit your multiple location button, you're gonna see that SS Tire as a location.
Okay.
That's a location now. That's a parent-child relationship. Snap-on's a parent, SS is a child.
Okay.
I'm gonna come back out of here. I'm coming into work order management. There's your work order that we just created.
Gotcha.
This is work order management. This is where the meat of the stuff happens. Okay? Anytime I want to back out of here, you can hit your home key. Brings you back to the menu. 90% of the time, you're going to be working with work order request, work order management, and the calendar.
Okay.
And we'll get into inventory and invoicing and history as we move forward.
Okay.
Don't concern yourself with leads management, the message center right now. That's where if you're chasing leads, you got to go out and perform an estimate, and maybe you get the job, maybe you don't. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
So if I go to the calendar here, this is the job that I just scheduled for SS Tire. It's on the calendar here to take 1. Okay, I scheduled it for October 3rd. That's the calendar. But at this point, you can sign on to your app over there and hit work order management, and you'll see that job.
Okay.
Now I'm going to go in and make this work order look like that. You want me to stop for a minute while you check it on the app?
Yes.
Okay. You see it? You should be able to click work order management, and you got to toggle to the right because I didn't schedule it for today. I scheduled it for the 3rd.
Okay. And I'm still signing in on here.
Okay.
Okay, when I sign in on the the other iPad, this is what it comes up with. It looks just like this.
Okay, hold on. Log out of there. Admin, company, users, Tony. Okay, Tony, go log out and log back in.
Okay. You think that's the reason why it wasn't working on my other iPad?
No.
See, see
Yeah.
how it's kind of bled out on this side here? Why is that? Like you can barely see CMR, you see work or request. It's like it's bled out.
I don't know. I'll have to take a look at that. Just click on work order management.
Okay. All right.
And you can either toggle to the right or either just uncheck apply the apply date. Either one, you'll see that work order.
Okay. So just hit
Isn't there a toggle to the right? You came up with a blank screen, right?
I got a screen with a house at the top,
Yeah.
and it's got phone.
Yeah, you see where it says apply date?
Yes.
Uncheck it.
Okay.
Now click search.
Okay.
You see it?
It says it says today's date. They don't show work order though. It says no record found that shows today's date.
Do you
there
see
it
the
is.
arrow to the right?
Yeah, I got it now. I got it
Okay.
now.
Click on that SS Tire Service and you're inside the work order now.
Okay.
Okay, that's telling you to go, it's a Snap-on repair. And we don't know anything more right now. We kind of kept it abbreviated, but it's at MERCED Avenue in Monte, California. Phone
Okay.
number and all that, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's where it's at on the app. So now let's go back to the desktop. And you
Okay.
can do this at the app, but to keep it simple, we'll just do it at the desktop here. I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna hit miscellaneous charges. And I'm gonna drop down and I'm gonna get parts. This is that special order that you've got.
Yes.
You've got one for 141.10. And you can tell it what it is here. What is it? EA something.
Target. It's a E.
Whatever. That's okay.
Okay.
And then add to order. And then you can do this and you want freight. One at $64. And then you want the mileage. 35.80 at $1.46.
146. That's 4.
It's getting late. There you go. And then you got labor at 1.5 at 72. Okay.
Okay.
So this is a work order. This is not an invoice. This is a work order to us right now. So I'm going to print that work order, and that's what it looks like.
Okay.
We're a penny off on you.
Okay. So that's a work order. So right now I'm just doing work orders, don't do invoices?
No, no, I'm all right. All right, so we got a work order here.
Yes.
I'm gonna complete that work order. And now that work order's gone. He's gone off your app and he's in invoicing.
Oh, okay.
But you gotta put you gotta put your work on the work order because the work order is coming to you later on down the, it's stored in history. So if I print that invoice, there it is. That's an invoice. That's what would go to QuickBooks.
Oh, okay.
That plus if I go to QuickBooks right now, admin, QuickBooks settings, we don't have you turned on, but there would be a customer of one or multiple locations. Well, there'd be a customer here for Snap-on. There'd be a multiple location here, and there'd be an invoice here. We got to turn you on to QuickBooks.
Okay.
But at that point, that's what we would send down to QuickBooks, is that work order.
Okay.
That invoice and that customer information. We're going to send that Snap-on at Exchange Avenue. We're going to send that SS Tire down because they're new. But moving forward, we don't mess with Snap-on anymore. They're already down there. They're already there in your QuickBooks already now. So we got to kind of pull them out of QuickBooks into Service Pros. That SS Tire could have been there as well. And that would have been in the multiple location.
Okay.
So you've got one invoice in here, right here.
Okay.
365.37, 36, and that's what would go to QuickBooks. Now we accomplished that all by admin miscellaneous charges. If you've got inventory on this invoice, then it would be put into inventory here. And that's
now,
where
do you put it into inventory?
What's that?
How do you put it into inventory?
Just go. Well, I'm going to take that sheet. I'm going to flip those sheets back to you.
Okay.
And see if you can format them, but I'm going to give you I need the inventory in this format right here.
Okay.
And you're not too far off. Item number, description, quantity, cost, what you're selling it for, where you're storing it, who the vendor is, and you can group it as well if you want. You don't have to. But that's what, when we get the spreadsheets in that order, we'll take an API and plug all those things in mass into inventory. And inventory is no different from a miscellaneous charge. When you go to admin and you go to work order management and you go into this dummy work order out here and you click the inventory, it's just like adding miscellaneous charges to an order. We don't have any inventory in there yet.
Okay.
So in a nutshell, that's the sequence we got to go through.
Okay. And then how do I add my, I know do you have both companies in there, EVT and EVT Snap-on?
No, and I'm not planning on adding EVT and EVT Snap-on as a company. I would do that as a service. So yes, we do have it as a service.
Okay.
So you've got, if you go to customer care, work order requests is what I meant to go to.
Mm-hmm.
If I go to work order request, and let's just say you had a mom and pop. Give me that zip code again. Give me a zip code.
91733.
Okay, that's there. And phone number, I'm going to put a dummy number in here. And this could be Mom's Tire. And her address is 123 Main Street. And we go right here and we say she's an existing or referral. Then we go, she's an EVT. She's EVT repair, submit and schedule. And now you've got a work order in from Mom's Tire. And Mom's Tire is now ready to go down to QuickBooks because she's a new customer. If she'd have been an existing customer, we would have found her through the advanced search here.
Okay.
Say, if you want to put another work order in from Mom's Tire, You go to advanced search and select her, it brings up all of her information and you just have at it. And we're going to expand on this EVT here. You're going to put many, many values under what you're doing for EVT. And you do that back here at admin setup services. We're not at, I mean, your two companies are sitting at that level right there.
Okay. So when they go into QuickBooks, they're all separate.
Well, that's going to be a manual process. You know, you don't really want to go. I can set you up another 440 is Snap-on and 441 is EVT. If you think that's the route you want to go, that's going to be a little bit more expensive for you. But I think we can handle it with one company in Service Pros and determining what we have in. So if we go to the end of day here, this is a Snap-on.
Yes.
You know, if you're going to Snap-on, check, you're trying to sync down to Snap-on. If we put an EVT in there, it would show EVT there. That's a manual process that your people, Mona or you, are going to have to manualize. But if you wanted to create a 441 and for EVT, you could do it that way as well. But I've never encountered something like you've got. I think you can handle it with services and being careful here.
Yeah.
Because what happens to us is normally we come in here and we say, yep, that's good. We select all. It could be 10 or 15 or 20. Finalize them. They're ready to go down. We don't get into the customers, though. We don't run an end of day for the customers. If they're open and they ain't gone to QuickBooks, we send them. And we got the snag that I told you about earlier today, that I've got to write some code that end of day has got to kind of bring in customers as well. Because these are the things that we send to QuickBooks.
Okay. But
Okay.
if there was EVT and had like 5 EVTs, and all I got to do is check the ones that's going to go to Snap-on, open that database and load them up, and it won't take the other ones, right?
That's true. That's true. If you make a mistake, it's going to probably error out anyway, because you can't send an EVT invoice down to a Snap-on database where it doesn't have a parent company to hold that invoice.
Okay. Okay.
So, you know, that'll give you something to chew on. If you want to regroup tomorrow, I'm working a little bit tomorrow as well.
Okay.
But I'll shoot you.
What I want to do is learn how to set, like, I don't know, let me turn, I don't know if you can see this page, because I got 2 monitors. I'll drag it over there. Let's see.
I can't see much on that. I can't see very much. I mean, you can share your screen if you want. I could do that.
Okay.
You want to try to share your screen?
Yeah. Can you see this?
No, it looks like a whale.
Okay. How do I share my screen?
I just stopped sharing. You should have a green share button somewhere on this Zoom meeting.
Now can you see it?
No, you're gonna have. I can't see it on the camera. You're gonna have to share your screen. There. Well, I can see that, but I can't read it. It looks like they may be customers.
It says host. You got to disable your share screen first. It's telling you to disable your share screen.
Thought I had done that. Oh, I got you. Go ahead. You should be good now. Yes.
Okay.
Now I can see your screen.
Okay. Hey, where did it go? Okay, well, let me just go back here. Okay, can you see this?
Yeah.
Let me put it on this, because I have 2 monitors. Now can you see it?
No, now I'm looking at Service Pros login.
Okay. Let me put this camera down and drag this. New share. Now can you see it?
I can see it.
Okay, so this, like that S&S tire, these are my calls, how they come in for Snap-on. So what I want to basically do this weekend is take all my calls and set them up so create the work order so they can go to the app.
And that's basically what we just did for that first one.
Yes. Okay.
So if I send you this video of what we just did, you
Okay.
should be able to carry on. If you don't, tomorrow morning or sometime tomorrow when you got time, I'll go over it with you again.
Okay.
But let me go over it with you real quick.
Okay.
Those are Snap-on.
Yes.
Work order request is where you want to start. Now, if you've got stuff and if you've got invoices here that you need to still add some more miscellaneous things here. This is all in your setup.
Okay.
So remember, that's a drop-down box that we're able to do from the mobile or from the desktop and add those values.
Okay.
I put them all in as $1. You can override the amount when you're putting it at the work order.
Okay.
Has to go on the work order to get to the invoice.
Gotcha. Okay.
So the work order is the history. An invoice is history as well. But okay, so I go into work order request.
Okay.
I go advanced search and I click the Snap-on. I click the multiple location button. There's the only one we've done, SS Tire. You're going to put Pacific Tire in here by going here.
Okay.
And then when you do that, you select it and it goes over here and you put a work order in for it. And all you got to do once you do that is drop down and grab these couple of 3 boxes. That's it.
Okay.
And we can make these more descriptive when you know you're doing a tire change or you got issues with a camera. Is that what that is? A camera issue?
Yes.
Okay. What I do right here is I go home.
Are you doing something now?
Huh?
Are you doing something now? Because all I see is the video.
Oh man, I'm sorry. You're sharing your screen. You're sharing. Okay. Stop your share.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over it with you one more time here. You just had an EVT
How do I do stop share?
Camera problem, right?
Yeah, how do I do stop share?
That next job is a camera issue, right?
Yeah, how do I do stop share so I can see what you're doing? Oh, I see. Okay. All right, I got you.
Okay. You had a camera issue under EVT, right?
No, that's all of that Snap-on. EVT, that's a total different.
That's right. That's what I meant to say. Select Snap-on. Add camera issue. And we'll scratch this data, or if you want, or at least disable some of it. So now, if I was going to Snap-on, I go to work order request. Let's just say that second work order that you just had was realistically.
Yes, it does. Hey man, where that's at? I want to go there.
Hang on. Okay, let me slow down for you. You've got an additional work order that's a camera issue somewhere for Snap-on, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go into work order request. I'm gonna go advanced search. I'm gonna grab my Snap-on parent company. If you saw, let me back up a notch, you see that SS Tire is there as well. If you'd already put them in there and you were putting in a work order for SS Tire,
yes,
you pick it right there. We know it's parent Snap-on. But I'm gonna click Snap-on and I'm gonna hit multiple location. And then you could add that new location where that camera issue is.
Okay.
And I'm gonna assume it's right here. So I'm gonna select this guy and I'm gonna go Snap-on. Now you've got two values here under Snap-on.
Okay.
And we did that under admin setup services. So that's where you're gonna define your work orders,
Okay.
okay? And once you
All right.
take that and submit schedule, you've got a work order in there and it'll show up on the app. And
Okay.
what shows up on the app on the initial screen is what's scheduled for today. So you
Okay.
can uncheck that date or toggle right and get everything. You as an admin can see everything.
Okay.
Technician can only see what he's got assigned to him, but he can look forward. He can look forward a day if he wants.
Now, how do I set him up in there? His name is Andy. How do I set him up so I can send the work orders to him or send them to me?
Okay, admin, setup, employees.
Okay.
And I've got a check here. I'm just going to change his name to Andy. What's his name? Andy what?
Andy.
What last name?
Rollin, Rollin.
Okay. Okay. Now you want him to sign on the app as well?
Yes. He only needs to see what he needs to see.
Mm-hmm. Okay. He's a limited user. That's what we call him.
Okay.
You only
What
do
will he
this,
see?
huh?
What will he see?
Work orders that are assigned to him.
Okay.
His username is Andy. Password is Andy.
Okay.
Okay. So if I went in here to Service Pros, work order management, there's a work order out there for Service Pro. Well, this Mom's Tire. It's open. Remember the open. There's Andy.
Okay. And if I want to do me, I just go back in there and add
All right,
me.
admin, setup, employees, add. Tony, what is it? Tony what?
Scott.
G-O-O-D?
No, Scott. S-C-O-T-T.
What's the address of your main office?
1777.
No, just give me the zip code. You can come back.
Oh, 91786. Why is that zip code so critical? I noticed you said you need the zip codes.
What's that?
Why is the zip code so critical to your program?
Okay, because if you were getting into multiple locations, what we do is we put a zone, and you can do this later as well. So you can break up LA into multiple zones.
Okay.
So, like if you wanted to go to, I saw you've been to Nevada and things like that. If you want to go to East LA, North LA, things of that nature, that'll help you schedule things. So we take those zip codes and wrap them around. We put a zone on top of them.
Oh, I see.
All right. So if you know you're going to the north side of LA, you don't want to send Andy to the south side on the same day.
Right.
Now, right now, I just put everything at LA. You would have to, when we get all of your zip codes in here, you can break these zones down into multiple areas. So we tie that technician to a zone, and we use that zone is wrapped around multiple zip codes.
I see. Okay.
Okay. So now you are an employee. If I went to work order management and I went to this open guy, Mom's Tire, there you go.
Got you. Okay. Cool.
Let's close this right now. Let me move on. Let me save the video, email it to you.
Okay.
And if you got any questions, you call me tomorrow.
All right. Thanks, man. I really appreciate you.
All right, man. Take care. Have a good night. I'll be working tomorrow if you got some time.
Okay. Thank you.
Take care, man.
Okay. Bye-bye.